There is a mentality that separates spectators from contenders, a mindset that does not beg for opportunities, but becomes so strong that opportunities begin to pursue it. This is not arrogance. This is not pride. This is true beast mentality. True beast mentality is not noise, it is depth. It is not aggression toward people, but dominion over limitations. It is the decision to grow so intensely on the inside that the outside world is forced to adjust. Many people desire results they have not prepared the capacity to sustain. They pray for increase, yet avoid the discipline that creates stamina. They ask for elevation, yet resist the process that produces weight. But elevation without capacity is an invitation to collapse. True beast mentality understands that results are attracted, not chased. You do not run after greatness. You become great, and relevance locates you. You do not fight for honor. You grow in value, and honor responds naturally. This mentality is built in secret places, when nobody is clapping, when there is no microphone, when obedience is the only witness. The true beast is formed in silence, through consistency, not excitement. There is a level of inner mastery where distractions lose power, where excuses sound insulting to your destiny, where comfort becomes an enemy of purpose. At that level, you are no longer motivated by feelings. You are governed by assignment. True beast mentality rejects mediocrity with violence, not violence against people, but against laziness, delay, fear, and self-sabotage. It is the refusal to live small when you were designed for influence. You must understand this. Every extraordinary life is backed by unseen discipline. There are sacrifices people never talk about. There are tears nobody applauds. There are moments where quitting looks logical, but purpose demands endurance. This mentality does not ask, "How do I feel?" It asks, "What must be done?" Because destiny does not respond to convenience, it responds to alignment. True beast mentality is hunger that refuses to die, a fire that does not need motivation, a drive that is fueled by vision, not validation. When others need encouragement to move, you move because you cannot afford stagnation. At this level, pressure no longer breaks you, it reveals you. Opposition no longer stops you, it trains you. Delay no longer discourages you, it matures you. You begin to understand that preparation is louder than prayer alone. That faith without structure is frustration. That power without discipline becomes a liability. True beast mentality means you show up even when it hurts. You stay consistent when results are invisible. You remain focused when applause is absent, because you know one truth: what is built deeply will last publicly. This mentality creates leaders, not followers, builders, not talkers, men and women who do not wait for permission to become excellent. And when the season changes, when the doors open, when the spotlight comes, you are not shocked by success, because you trained for it in private. This is true beast mentality, not pride, not noise, but unyielding commitment to growth, discipline, and destiny. And when such a person rises, the world does not ask where they came from. The world asks how to keep up. Most people desire visibility without understanding the responsibility that visibility carries. They want their names announced, their faces known, their voices amplified, yet they have not built the internal strength required to survive exposure. Visibility is not a reward, it is a test. It exposes every weakness that capacity has not yet healed. When a person is lifted beyond the level of their preparation, applause becomes pressure and opportunity becomes a burden. This is why many rise quickly and fall loudly, not because they were not gifted, but because their internal structure was weak. Capacity is the unseen weight a person can carry without breaking. It is emotional strength, spiritual depth, mental discipline, and character alignment working together. It is the ability to sustain results when excitement fades. Capacity is what allows you to remain stable when expectations increase. It is what keeps you grounded when influence expands. Without capacity, success becomes dangerous. What people celebrate publicly often destroys privately because the foundation was never built to hold it. True growth does not begin with platforms, it begins with process. The private season is not punishment, it is preparation. In that season, obscurity becomes your training ground, silence becomes your teacher. Delay becomes your refinement. While others are rushing for recognition, the wise are building systems, habits, and depth, because they understand that visibility magnifies whatever already exists within. If discipline is weak, it will be exposed. If character is shallow, it will be revealed. If motives are impure, they will surface. Capacity before visibility means you master yourself before you attempt to influence others. It means your inner life is stronger than your public image. It means you can handle correction without breaking, success without pride, and delay without frustration. Many fail not because they faced opposition, but because they were not trained to handle attention. When people start watching you, talking about you, expecting from you, the pressure increases. Only those with depth survive that season. There is a dangerous illusion that visibility will fix insecurity, but visibility only amplifies it. There is a false belief that success will heal wounds, but success exposes them. This is why preparation must come first. Capacity is built when nobody is watching, when there is no applause to motivate you, when the only reward is growth itself. It is built through consistency, not intensity, through obedience, not excitement, through repetition, not recognition. Those who last understand that small assignments are tests of stewardship. How you handle little reveals how you will handle much. If you are careless in private, you will be careless in public. If you cut corners in secret, you will compromise openly. Capacity is integrity practiced when there are no consequences attached. It is excellence chosen when mediocrity would go unnoticed. It is discipline maintained when quitting would be easy. Visibility without capacity creates fear, fear of losing relevance, fear of making mistakes, fear of being exposed. But when capacity comes first, visibility becomes a tool, not a threat. You are not desperate to be seen because you are secure in who you are. You are not shaken by criticism because your identity is not built on applause. You are not intoxicated by praise because you understand the process that brought you there. Capacity grows through responsibility accepted, not avoided, through pressure endured, not escaped, through delay embraced, not complained about. Every season that feels slow is strengthening something within you. Every closed door is forcing you to grow muscles you will need later. What feels like limitation is often training in disguise. Those who prioritize capacity over visibility are not in a hurry. They are intentional. They understand that speed without strength leads to breakdown. They are willing to look hidden today so they can remain relevant tomorrow. They are willing to be unknown now so they can be unshakable later. When visibility finally comes, it does not surprise them. It does not intoxicate them. It does not destroy them, because they are not standing on hype, but on depth. They are not sustained by attention, but by structure. They are not carried by momentum, but by mastery. The tragedy of many lives is not that they were never seen, but that they were seen too early, lifted before rooted, promoted before processed, celebrated before stabilized. Capacity before visibility is the law that preserves destiny. Those who honor it do not just rise, they remain. Most people live at the mercy of how they feel, unaware that emotions are unstable leaders. Feelings rise and fall with circumstances, energy levels, affirmation, and comfort. If your life is driven by emotion, your progress will always be inconsistent. Destiny does not respond to moods. Purpose does not negotiate with comfort. Discipline is the ability to act in alignment with purpose even when emotion disagrees. Discipline is not the absence of emotion, it is mastery over it. It is the decision to obey instruction when motivation is low. To remain consistent when excitement fades, to continue building when results are slow. Emotion asks, do I feel like it? Discipline asks, is it required? One produces temporary movement, the other produces lasting transformation. Many people wait to feel inspired before they act, not realizing that action often produces inspiration. They wait to feel confident before they start, but confidence is built through repetition. They wait to feel strong before they remain consistent, yet strength is the reward of consistency. Discipline understands that feelings catch up later. Emotion follows discipline, not the other way around. Every meaningful life is shaped by routines people do not applaud, daily choices that feel boring, repeated actions that feel small, commitments that do not excite the flesh. Discipline thrives in monotony. It grows in repetition. It matures in seasons where nothing dramatic seems to be happening. While emotion seeks stimulation, discipline builds structure. Emotion is reactive, discipline is intentional. Emotion responds to what happens, discipline responds to what must be done. When circumstances are favorable, emotion is loud. When pressure increases, emotion becomes unreliable. Discipline remains steady regardless of the season. This is why disciplined people make progress even in difficult environments. There are days when the body is tired, the mind is distracted, and the heart feels heavy. Emotion will always suggest rest, delay, excuse, and compromise. Discipline does not deny fatigue, but it refuses surrender. It adjusts pace, not direction. It understands the difference between rest and quitting, between recovery and retreat. Discipline is built through small acts of obedience, keeping promises to yourself, showing up when nobody is forcing you, finishing what you start, doing the right thing even when there is no immediate reward. Every time you choose discipline over emotion, you strengthen your inner authority, you train your mind to obey vision rather than appetite. Emotion loves comfort, discipline loves growth. Comfort preserves the current version of you, growth demands change. Discipline understands that discomfort is not an enemy, it is a signal that transformation is taking place. Emotion interprets discomfort as danger, discipline interprets it as development. Many people sabotage their future because they obey emotions that were never designed to lead. Feelings are indicators, not commanders. They inform you, but they must not control you. Discipline places feelings in their proper position. It listens without surrendering. It acknowledges without obeying. Discipline creates freedom. Emotion creates bondage. When you live emotionally, you become a slave to motivation, validation, and convenience. When you live disciplined, you gain control over your time, habits, and direction. Freedom is not the ability to do what you feel like doing. Freedom is the ability to do what you should do regardless of how you feel. There is a cost to discipline, but there is a heavier cost to indiscipline. Discipline costs comfort today. Indiscipline costs destiny tomorrow. Discipline may feel painful in the moment, but regret is far more painful in the long run. Discipline is choosing a controlled pain now to avoid a destructive pain later. Those who achieve lasting impact do not have stronger emotions, they have stronger decisions. They have trained themselves to move when emotions resist, to stay consistent when motivation disappears. To remain focused when distractions increase, they understand that waiting to feel ready is often another form of procrastination. Discipline is not built in one dramatic moment, it is formed through repeated obedience. Through choosing structure over spontaneity, through saying no to distractions that feel harmless but drain focus, through understanding that every yes to comfort is often a no to growth, emotion seeks relief. Discipline seeks results. Emotion wants the journey to feel easy. Discipline wants the destination to be reached. Emotion asks how to avoid pain. Discipline asks what must be endured to become more. One prioritizes comfort, the other prioritizes calling. When discipline becomes a lifestyle, progress becomes inevitable. You may not always feel excited, but you will always be effective. You may not always feel strong, but you will always move forward. You may not always feel motivated, but you will remain consistent. This is why discipline outlives talent, outperforms motivation, and outlasts emotion. Talent without discipline fades, motivation without discipline dies, emotion without discipline misleads, discipline builds what emotion can never sustain. Pressure is not designed to destroy you, it is designed to expose you. It reveals what preparation has already placed within you. When pressure arrives, it does not create character, strength, or wisdom, it only uncovers what has been forming in secret. This is why the same pressure breaks one person and elevates another. The difference is not the pressure, it is the preparation. Many people fear pressure because they have relied on comfort for too long. Comfort hides weakness. Convenience conceals lack of discipline. When life is easy, deficiencies remain unnoticed. Pressure removes the covering. It strips away excuses and exposes reality. It forces you to confront what you have built and what you have neglected. Preparation is not visible, but its evidence is undeniable. It is found in how a person responds when things go wrong, in how they speak when plans collapse, in how they think when options are limited. Preparation determines whether pressure produces panic or clarity. Those who are prepared do not lose their minds in chaos, they find direction within it. Pressure accelerates revelation. It reveals the true state of your mind, the depth of your discipline, and the strength of your convictions. When resources are limited, preparation teaches you creativity. When support disappears, preparation teaches you resilience. When expectations rise, preparation teaches you precision. Many people confuse pressure with opposition, not realizing that pressure is often the announcement of promotion. Every new level introduces unfamiliar demands. Greater responsibility brings greater weight. Pressure is the environment where capacity is tested. It asks a simple question: can you sustain what you have been asking for? Those who avoid preparation pray against pressure, not understanding that answered prayers often arrive wrapped in responsibility. Pressure is not a sign that something is wrong, it is a sign that something serious has been entrusted to you. Preparation allows you to recognize pressure as an invitation rather than a threat. Unprepared people see pressure as punishment. Prepared people see it as proof that growth has occurred, proof that training was not in vain, proof that the inner work has produced outer stability. Pressure does not intimidate the prepared because they have rehearsed endurance in private. Preparation is built through repetition, through learning when it is inconvenient, through practicing when it is uncomfortable, through obedience when it is unpopular. It is the accumulation of small, faithful actions that create strength for heavy moments. When pressure comes suddenly, preparation responds automatically. There is no time to build discipline in the moment of crisis. There is no space to develop character in the middle of collapse. What you did yesterday determines how you respond today. Preparation decides whether pressure pushes you forward or pulls you apart. Pressure removes dependency on external support. It forces reliance on what has already been internalized. When applause disappears and help is scarce, preparation becomes your anchor. It keeps you steady when everything else is shaking. It gives you confidence not in circumstances, but in what has been built within. Those who have prepared do not waste pressure complaining. They listen to it, they learn from it. Pressure communicates. It highlights areas that need refinement. It exposes habits that must change. It reveals strengths that can be trusted. Prepared people extract wisdom from pressure instead of resentment. Pressure also accelerates maturity. It shortens learning curves, it sharpens focus, it removes distractions. When time is limited and stakes are high, preparation allows you to make clear decisions without emotional chaos. You act from training, not from panic. Many collapse under pressure because they relied on shortcuts. They skipped processes. They avoided foundational work. Pressure exposes shortcuts mercilessly. Anything built on convenience cannot survive weight. Only what is rooted in discipline remains standing. Preparation turns pressure into momentum. What could have stalled you becomes fuel. What could have discouraged you becomes confirmation. Pressure forces movement. Prepared people move forward with wisdom rather than haste. Pressure does not announce itself politely. It arrives suddenly, unexpectedly, often inconveniently. This is why preparation cannot be seasonal. It must be a lifestyle, a continuous commitment to growth, learning, and discipline, because pressure will not wait for you to feel ready. Those who prepare understand that calm seasons are investments, not rewards. They use peace to build strength. They use silence to sharpen skill. They use delay to deepen capacity. When pressure finally comes, it does not introduce something new. It activates what already exists. Pressure is honest. It does not flatter. It does not exaggerate. It shows you exactly where you are. Preparation ensures that what is revealed is strength, not fragility, stability, not chaos, mastery, not confusion. When pressure increases and you remain focused, it is evidence of preparation. When expectations rise and you remain consistent, it is evidence of preparation. When challenges multiply and you remain grounded, it is evidence of preparation. Pressure never lies. It only tells the truth about the work that was done when no one was watching.